Good evening, everybody. Before we call the meeting to order, we are going to administer the oath of office for new council member Kimberly Olner. She could not be here in person tonight.
Where is she?
So, Mayor, you're gonna do this one way or another?
I think Kimberly, can you hear me?
Can.
Good.
There she is.
I'm going to administer the oath of office for you now, so if you can follow along and repeat after me, raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Kimberly Olner,
Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the rules, regulations, and charter of Orange Village,
the rules, regulations, and charter of Orange Village,
and that I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
and that I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
discharge my duties as a councilwoman of Orange Village,
discharge my duties as a councilwoman of Orange Village,
State of Ohio, during my continuance in said office.
State of Ohio, during my continuance in said office.
Congratulations. Welcome to council.
We have a seat waiting for you when you are here in person.
Wait to come and sit in it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
If you get in and you're feeling better, you've got to come in and sign the document.
Thank you.
Right. Well, congratulations. I will now call the council meeting of January 10th, 2024 to order. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Right. And justice for all.
Please call roll.
Madden. Allner.
Here.
Vincent. Perry. Bilski. Silver.
I will make a motion to confirm the appointment of Kevin Renzelli as a full-time police officer. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Stacy. Chief Costura?
Yes. Council, for confirmation, I have Cody Renzelli. His first name is Kevin, but he goes by Cody. And he's been married to his amazing wife, of Erin. And he has two children, Millie and Cole. And he's a graduate of the Cuyahoga Community College Police Academy and has been a police officer since 2017, working for the Highland Hills Police Department, RTA PD, and most recently with the Cleveland Clinic PD. In his spare time, he enjoys spending time with his family and training in the martial arts. He's recently received his black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Mayor?
Roll, don't we?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need approve.
Ready? Madden.
I know, but
Allner.
Yes.
Vincent.
Yes.
Perry. Yes. Bilski.
Yes.
Silver.
Yes.
if anybody would like to come up, position themselves, so they can take a picture of.
The family members want to come up and make it a little bit easier for friends that want to take a picture during the swearing. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice to see you again. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Congrats. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Uh-oh.
Oh, I got it.
Cody,
Thank you.
can you sign
Yeah.
that? That's what
Just the top.
top and the bottom. Over there. One of those is for you. He gets the pen.
Oh, Steve, you don't need that.
Thank you, guys.
I will make a motion to approve the appointment of Benjamin Stark as a part-time firefighter paramedic. Is there a second? Madden, thank you. Assistant Chief Genova.
Yes, me again.
All right.
Get used to it.
The chief is making too much of a habit of this. Well, let's see here. What did I break? Good evening. Tonight, I'm happy to present Benjamin Stark for your confirmation tonight as a firefighter paramedic to the fire department. Ben lives in Mayfield Heights with his wife, Anissa, and his also two young, very young children, of 18 months and 4 months. Ben is currently a full-time firefighter with the city of Cleveland Heights, where he has worked there for the last 12 years or so. He has some years' experience before that. Ben also has a Bachelor of Fire Science from the University of Cincinnati. In what used to be Ben's spare time, he enjoyed golfing and spending time outdoors, but his time is definitely more occupied doing different things these days. For your confirmation tonight, Ben Stark.
Roll first. Anna, please take roll.
Madden,
Yes?
Allner,
Yes.
Vincent,
Yes.
Perry,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Silver.
Yes.
Thank you.
Anybody who wants to take pictures, please get a position to do so. Who you brought with you?
My wife Anissa, and our two sons, Brady and Brooks. My mom's Bernie, mom Teresa, son Mark, and his girlfriend Ellie.
Ready to go?
Yep.
Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Benjamin Stark,
Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the rules, regulations, and charter of Orange Village,
the rules, regulations, and charter of Orange Village.
and I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially discharge my duties
I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially discharge my duties
as a part-time firefighter paramedic
as a part-time firefighter paramedic
of Orange Village, State of Ohio,
of Orange Village, State of Ohio,
during my continuance in said office.
during my continuance in said office.
Congratulations.
That could be dangerous. Congratulations, welcome to Orange.
Oh, yeah.
Cool, thank you.
Who do you want to swear in now?
Surprised by the end of this, John.
Did you do it and put my name on last week?
You did? Okay, thank you.
welcome.
Is there a motion to approve the treasurer's reports for November 2023?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Belsky? Dana, you're on there, right? Yeah, Dana.
You have the treasurer's report for November, which shows a total cash balance of all accounts of $15,080,899. You then have the summary of the monthly and year-to-date activity for November, and it shows the total November revenue from all funds is $1,124,000, and expenditures from all funds of $1,253,000. Just a couple points to notice from the month activity. Capital Equipment Fund 402, you'll see about $109,000, of which $105,000 was from the sale of the rescue vehicle. We also had a sale of a police vehicle, and there was another small piece of equipment that was no longer needed by Orange Village and sold in the month of November. Expenditures, you'll notice in 406, the infrastructure has a negative expenditure, and that's due to a reclass of some road improvement funds that were originally paid out of Fund 406 and were reclassed to the Fund 210, which is the tax increment financing. And that was budgeted to have $200,000 of road improvements that benefit the Chagrin Highlands Phase 2 JED. So that's where we reallocated those funds in November. Fund 301, the debt service fund, shows expenditures for November for the second semi-annual debt payment on our bonds. You then have the revenue and expenditure detailed line item report for the general fund for November. And that shows that what line items for revenue and expenditures for each department for the general fund. There was no large variances to report. And through November, we had collected 101.75% of our budgeted revenue, and we spent 81.7% of our budgeted expenditures. That's all I had to report.
Any questions or comments? Please call roll.
I was just going to make a comment. So just thinking about Star Ohio dollars in particular, right now we have a balance, or as of the end of November, we had a balance of around 6.3, almost $6.4 million in there. And Star Ohio, the rate on there, it's been fantastic over this rate cycle since the Fed started raising last year. But as we look ahead into the year, I think we should start to contemplate a little bit more, maybe talking with our advisors at Raymond James as well, as to how we might want to manage that rate environment. Right now, market expectations are calling for rate cuts, between 3 and 6 rate cuts for 2024. So that would take us down quite a ways from where we are currently in the Fed funds rate. So it's just something to be mindful of. I think, we'll talk about this more in coming meetings and coming finance committee meetings, but just to, with whatever our expenditures or budgetary needs may be for things we might be doing here to this building or anywhere else in the village, all of that will come into consideration as we kind of continue those discussions. Just want to plant that seed now.
Good, thank you. Any other comments?
Madden,
Yes?
Olner,
Yes.
Vincent,
Yes.
Perry,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Silver.
Yes. I will make a motion to approve the tax administrator's report for November 2023. Is there a second? Thank you, Ms. Mary. Dana?
Okay, you have the tax administrator report for November, and it shows total gross collections of $789,700 from all sources. And that's an increase from November of 2022 of just over $79,000. Our year-to-date through November was approximately $7,370,000, and that increased over our year-to-date through November of 2022 by $331,000. So we're higher on both counts there. You will also see a monthly gross income tax graph that shows you where we were each month from 2020 through November of 2023. And you also have a monthly cumulative for the same time period, so you can see the trends where we're going. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Anna, please call roll.
Madden. Allner.
Yes.
Vincent. Perry.
Yes.
Bilski.
Yes.
Silver.
Yes. Item 8, a discussion of bills to be paid in the month of January in the amount of $260,451.99 and additional December expenses in the amount of $349,744.86. Are there any questions or comments? Do roll on that, do we? We don't need a vote, okay. Moving on, are there any audience comments relating to agenda items? Moving on to old business then. Ordinance 2023-28, an ordinance declaring a one-year moratorium on accepting for filing and considering, reviewing, and approving applications for marijuana sales and related activities in Orange Village, prohibiting the sale of marijuana in Orange Village for 1 year and declaring an emergency. And this is on for the third reading, so we'll be voting on it tonight. Are there any comments that anyone has that have not been put out there yet?
I'd like to make a statement briefly. I just want to say that I believe a one-year moratorium would be beneficial to our village as the state continues to work through some of the minutia. Clearly, our voters have expressed an interest in allowing these dispensaries, but there is still a large enough percentage of people who do not want them and/or have unanswered questions about the logistics, and we do as well, of the state protocols. I do think we need some time to process it, and I don't think 1 year will be a make or break for interested parties. Other local municipalities have also made the decision for a moratorium. We're not banning it with a 1-year delay. We're just doing our due diligence to better understand and prepare for the new law before implementing it. Thank you.
I might add to that, Anna has done some really good research through her Clerks Association from other communities around Northeast Ohio, and we've seen, I think, about a dozen different communities that have proposed moratoriums that vary anywhere from 6 months to a year, and I think we fit well within that. We're consistent. Most of those communities are similar to us in many respects, and I think it makes sense for us to do that, both to enable our community to develop appropriate zoning guidelines and other regulations that may be appropriate in our codified ordinances. And we should allow ourselves the time to be able to create that.
I would also like to thank Anna for gathering that information. That was exactly what I was looking for. I opened up all those documents, and there were actually only 10 that were signed or ready to go. One was an mayor's spending authority and doesn't count. But of the 10, there were only 2 that had 12 months as the moratorium, and 6 of those out of the 10 had a 6-month moratorium, and 2 of them also had 9-month moratoriums. So I think that I would prefer to see a 6-month moratorium. Always extend it. I think that, like you all said, we have to take seriously that the public has voted on this. This is what they want. I want to honor that the best way possible, along with protecting Orange Village the best possible and doing what's right for Orange Village. So I would like to make a motion to amend our ordinance 2023-28 to be a 6-month moratorium for now.
And so everybody knows those changes would be made in the 4th paragraph of the preamble, changing 1 year to 6 months. And then also in section 1 of the ordinance, changing the language from 1 year to 6 months.
And can you clarify, Steve, if we decide at 6 months that we do need more time, we can just extend it that time?
Yes.
Thank you. I'll second her motion.
Vote what
You
would,
call the roll on the motion to amend first.
okay. I will call roll on the motion to amend.
Madden, oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Madden,
Yes.
Allner,
Yes.
Vincent,
Yes.
Perry,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Silver. Okay, so now what do we?
Now I will,
itself.
okay. Are there any other questions, comments on the ordinance itself? Keep in mind that this ordinance does not, you mentioned the voters voted for it, which certainly they did, Ms. Berry. Just keep in mind, this doesn't prevent residents from taking advantage of the legality of it. They can still buy it somewhere else, bring it home, and imbibe at home if they so choose to do so.
Every community puts a moratorium up, and it's very difficult for individuals to find places to go that aren't in the seediest parts of Cleveland, which I don't really.
I don't think every community is going to have a moratorium. We know that Woodmere right next door is going to allow it. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. But I do agree that this is just a moratorium on the sale, not residents legally using it.
Any other questions? All right, Anna, will you please call roll on approving the ordinance as amended?
Okay, well, not roll, do we have to do a motion to approve it as amended?
Was there already a motion to adopt the ordinance?
No.
Okay,
No.
I will make a motion to adopt ordinance 2023-28. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you.
Now, will you please call roll?
I'm sorry. Sure. Madden,
Yes.
Allner,
Yes.
Vincent,
Yes.
Perry,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Silver.
Yes.
Okay.
And so that the minutes are clear, that's a motion to amend the ordinance, to adopt the ordinance as amended.
Right, that's what it kind of wrote. But I'll have you double check to make sure I did it right.
Moving on to new business, ordinance 2024-2. An ordinance amending certain sections of Chapter 125 of the codified ordinances of Orange Village to allow council to create and fund positions in the Finance Department, to amend the officers permitted to sign village checks, to ratify payments made in accordance with the terms of this ordinance, and declaring an emergency. And this is on for the first reading. The administration is requesting a suspension of the rules. Before there's any motions, Dana, can you just explain what this is exactly?
Yes, of course. What happened was when we were going through and amending the signatures for the new mayor and the new president of council, we had determined that we needed to add a few more titles for signers of the account. There are 2 signatures required for checks, for all checks. And with having the president of council, the mayor, myself, and an assistant treasurer, that position is not currently being filled. And in light of my broken wrist, I can't sign. So we are adding the finance administrator, which is my other finance department employee, and the executive assistant to the mayor, which is Anna, to also sign. She does our payroll and she works in finance as well. So we wanted to add and make some improvements to the signature card process so that we had more options to get 2 signatures on each of the checks. The second portion of that was the, when in 2019, when we created the assistant treasurer position, the finance administrator position was eliminated in the codified. It was not eliminated in the compensation schedules that council approves, giving salary ranges for positions, but the codified no longer had the finance administrator, and that's currently the position that my other employee has. We don't have an assistant treasurer, but we do have a finance administrator. So we're not eliminating the assistant treasurer, we're just putting back the finance administrator position in the codified that was removed back in 2019.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? All right, is there a motion to suspend the rules?
So moved.
Thank you, Ms. Vincent. Is there a second? Okay, thank you. Can you please call roll on suspension of the rules?
Madden, Allner,
Yes.
Vincent,
Yes.
Perry,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Silver.
Yes.
Oops.
All right, I will make a motion to approve ordinance 2024-2. Is there a second?
Second it.
Ms. Perry, thank you. Anna?
Madden, Allner,
Yes.
Vincent,
Yes.
Perry,
Yes.
Bilski,
Yes.
Silver.
Yes.
I just want to make sure everybody understands what this means is council, when it passes its compensation ordinance, can fund the assistant treasurer or finance administrator or both. So you still have control of the body count in the finance department, for want of a better term, but you do it through that rather than having to amend the codified ordinances if you have one position.
Moving on, audience comments related to matters which advance the good of the village. Are there any comments from audience members? Mayor Klein, comments?
Thank you, Brent. To begin with, just this past Tuesday, January 9th, was National Law Enforcement Day, and I'd like to take the opportunity to thank our Chief Costura and our police officers for their dedication and service to Orange Village. They do a wonderful job for us, and we're very proud of them. Village Hall will be closed on Monday, January 15th, in honor of Martin Luther King Day. However, trash will be picked up on Monday on that date. Last day to recycle your holiday lights that are no longer working is this Friday, January 12th, from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Service Department, 4680 Lander Road. Something everyone should be aware of, it was sent out in the newsletter. Appraisers from Cuyahoga County's physical office will be in the area for a few weeks performing reappraisals of property. The employees will have picture identification, and all vehicles will have signage located in the front and rear windows, letting people know who they are. Chris Heng, who is our assistant to Anna Girardi, has left her position at the village. And finally, we made, and this is just a notification, we've made a change to our spending authority policy for departments to increase all departments by $500 for their ability to authorize payments. That's all I've got to say.
All right, thank you. One thing I have, the deadline to apply for the open council seat is next Monday, the 15th at 4 p.m., I believe. Instructions are on the village website. The date we are going to have those interviews, I believe, will be January 29th. Time to be determined will depend on how many applicants we get. That is all that I have. Comments by council members. Ms. Perry.
No reports tonight.
All right, thank you. Mr. Madden.
I also have no reports.
All right. Miss Olner.
I have no report.
You have no voice either. Ms. Vincent.
Thank you. I also had the National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day on my list, so I just will add to that to say we're grateful to you all, not only on that day, but every day for all you do. Congratulations and officially welcome aboard to Council Member Kim Olner, and I will add, I hope you feel better. I look forward to working with you in multiple capacities in the years ahead. I want to add my thanks to Anna, Dana, Kathy, and anyone who had a hand in creating such a beautiful reception last week. I was blessed to have so many friends and family here who not only appreciated the reception, but they also got a great taste of how wonderful a place Orange Village is and noted it. So thank you all. To the Kolbs, we welcome you here tonight. I hope you heal fast, and we're grateful for you as well, which we did know last week. Although the first school board meeting of the year was very lengthy, as Mayor Klein can attest, I will keep my school report much shorter and share that the two members who ran unopposed, Beth Wilson-Fish and Angela Arnold, were sworn in. Jeff Lyken was elected as school board president, and Beth Wilson-Fish was elected as vice president. There was lots more discussion and some approvals on building and stadium upgrades and improvements, with the notation that costs are going to be pretty dramatically increased, especially when it comes to the upgrades for the high school. The Board of Education will be taking that up at the next meeting as well, so if you have any interest in following up on that, you're welcome to attend. The principals shared updates about their respective buildings. The calendar for scheduled meetings was approved, along with standing authorizations. See me if you want a listing of that. And a reminder that if you have not already seen your tax bills, you should see a few dollar drop, courtesy of the passage of the lower 1.5 millage permanent improvement levy that was on the ballots in November. A few other important notes of interest for those residents who have children who will be of age by this fall. Kindergarten Information Night is coming up on February 1st. Keep an eye out for details on that, and registration will be the following week. The annual OHS Jazz Band Invitational is scheduled for February 6th at the high school. Bands from all around Northeast Ohio perform, and it's a wonderful night for all who love jazz music. For those of you who don't know College Credit Plus, it's an unbelievable program that allows students in Ohio to receive college credit while taking classes in middle school or high school, and at no charge. So if you have any interest in learning more about that, a meeting will be held on January 17th at 6 p.m. at the high school. And in case you all were worried, the sun will come out. If not tomorrow, it'll come out on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Stagecrafters Performance of Annie. The shows are 7 p.m. Friday and Saturday, and 2 p.m. Saturday and Sunday at Orange High School. Tickets are selling fast. And last but not least, I encourage everyone to take a moment on Monday to celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., what he stood for, and all of his efforts in whatever way you deem appropriate. Dream big, celebrate change, or do all you can to make a difference for the betterment of others and or for our extended community. Thank you.
I have no comments. Thank you.
No other comments. I will make a motion to adjourn this council meeting of January 10th, 2024. Is there a second? Matt, I think I heard you.
Not here.
Anna?
Madden? Allner?
Yes.
Vincent? Yes. Perry? Yes. Bilski?
Yes.
Silver?
You know what this screw is?